Okay, so that's all what's taking place in terms of the top stories that we're tracking this afternoon. We do have a lot of stocks which are buzzing around on the upside as well as on the downside. So do watch out for stocks, even something like a Sharda Cropchem, which is down around 2% at this point. IGL, which is seeing a cut of around 2%, even something like an Ansal Properties. And I just want to point out that we're seeing a lot of moves come in on lower volumes within a couple of these stocks within the broader market. So you just need to watch out for the participation in terms of specific stocks. But yes, overall, it is expiry. Let's see what the second half holds. Ruchit Jain joins in to tell us what he's strategizing this afternoon. Ruchit, hi, welcome to the show. What are you calling out for in terms of the Nifty as well as broader market stocks?
Yeah, hi, very good afternoon. Well, there's no doubt about the trend, that the trend continues to remain negative. We are witnessing something that is exactly opposite what we have witnessed at the start of the series when the markets were going up, then all the gap downs were being bought up to. So now that's exactly opposite what we are seeing now, that the gap up openings or the positive openings are getting sold into. And primarily the prime reason of this has been the rising bond yields and the rising dollar index of the recent past, which adversely affects the equities. So now, although yesterday we did witness 1 day of correction in the dollar index, but there are no signs that it has stopped out. It may be just a regular correction because of the overbought setups in the dollar index. So we have believed that the downward momentum in the equities are likely to continue in the short term. Now, just from a day's perspective, if we look at today's second half from the expiry perspective, I think some pullback move could be expected because the market is trading around that support of 16,770, 16,800 range. So some pullback move could be expected back towards that 16,900 to 17,000. But again, it would continue to remain a sell-on rise, and at higher levels, we would see some selling pressure again. So the trend is not changed. But because of some supports, pullback moves could be expected, and higher levels, we should look to take an approach of sell and rise.
Okay, and what would your individual technical picks be if some of those pockets are looking better now?
Yeah, so I have one buy recommendation and one sell. So banking in the NBFC space has been the weakest link in this current downtrend, which we are witnessing since last 1.5 weeks. So within the NBFC space, Bajaj Finance has broken its important support levels in yesterday's session, and today morning, even when the markets were showing some pullback, the stock had not seen any outperformance. So Bajaj Finance can be one can go short on Bajaj Finance with stop loss about 73.20 for near-term target somewhere around 6,900. And I think pharmaceutical space would be the only one sector where we would see some buying interest coming in, and some relative outperformance could be there in this falling market. So Cipla within the pharma space is looking quite good. The monthly close may be good if it ends at current levels by tomorrow's session. So Cipla can be one contra trade where one can look to buy at current levels of 1110 for stop loss below 1080 for targets around 1160.
Okay, well, yes, Cipla is definitely an outperformer, very resilient. But if you are talking about a couple of underperformers in the pharmaceutical space, there is Alchem, which is down around 3% at this point. So do watch out for that. And Lupin, which is down around 2.6% simply because of news, which is weighing down on Lupin today. Their Tarapur plant has been issued a warning letter. Ruchit, thanks very much for joining in and taking us through all of your picks.